Yeah, apologies for that. My internet was dumb. Again, I I've got the game replacement, but it's still giving me issues. So presumably it's a software thing. I would not recommend these people whatsoever. The tech support was good. They're quick to get back to me and whatnot, but the program itself is beyond awful. I'm not trying to get my chat open because it doesn't want to open. Active one viewer, welcome. Open that. Oh, got a friend request. Okay, cool. There you go. Always on top. Clickable. There we go. Hey, welcome, Sad. Welcome. How are you doing? This box is very heavy. still moving. I see. Oh, I need to mute my. I need to put do not disturb on because I am. Do not disturb. There you go. Because Discord's just going boop 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 boop. It just shouldn't. Come on, clickable again. That's weird. Close this down. It's back up and running. Everything seems to be working as intended. Which is good because, you know, things breaking kind of sucks. Okay. Okay. I think we'll start. And we can see what happened. We are currently on a cliffhanger. Because she's kind of sad for some reason. What that reason is, I'm not sure. But we will find out. Turn, load. Also, such a nice menu. Load here. But now, the voice chokes slightly. I really hate it. Turns away from me and takes a few steps forward. Yeah, not happy. World Festival was kind of a failure, although we don't actually know what happened. We didn't actually get to see what happened. All we were told is that it went really poorly. Some people came and they weren't exactly the best people. I think they mocked it from the sound of it. Even though I can't see her face, I can tell she's looking beyond the horizon of the nearby city. Looking beyond the roof's wire fence as she's seeking something. Oh, so it's a very nice rooftop. Very, very nice. I hear her sigh. You know, Echo? Halfway through the second year, I was gonna... I was gonna jump off the roof. It was because I couldn't take it anymore. That's how bad it got. That just got bad a lot quicker than I thought it was. Monica looks right at me with glassy eyes. I'm speechless. Whatever I may have expected Monica to tell me, anything relating to suicide thoughts never crossed my mind. She inches a little closer towards me. You're the first person I ever told that part to. But why? Words came off with a shaky whisper. Monica averts her eyes in response. Why Me of all people. What about the rest of the club? The rest of the club have their own issues, but they have trusted me with. To have burdened them with this, with what's basically nothing but petty junk compared to what any of them are going through, that would be selfish. No, it wouldn't be. But your friends, Monica, aside from sorry, I don't know anything about what any of the others are going through. But I know this. If they couldn't trust you, I doubt they'd tell you what was going on. Eyes don't meet mine, she only shrinks into herself more. Or another one? Yes, another one. Another doki doki. And welcome to Stream Smith. Hope you're doing good. It's not selfish or burdening them with anything. They would care, Monica. She remains silent for a few moments. She then returns to the bench and sits on the verge of crying once more. Why did you come up here, Echo? Because I like you. I spoke without thinking. How could I let that slip at a time like this? Monica stammered into silence, affirms my dread that she had, in fact, heard what I had inadvertently confessed. Okay, I feel I was worried about you. After yesterday's... Yeah, I was panicking about what you'd be like when the event went wrong. And I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Choked slightly in my own words. But there's no way on earth she's going to fall for that excuse. Maybe I'm better off just shutting my mouth. To my surprise, she squeezes my hand and shuffled closer to me. Monica? You're like... the first guy I've actually met who listens to me. But takes my problems seriously. And pauses for a moment. You let me be me. Oh, the music! The music is so nice. Tears well up in her eyes once again, but this time they're accompanied by a smile. Man, how I've missed that smile. I squeeze her hand in return. There's been something I wanted to tell you. For a while now. The smile doesn't leave her face. The look in her eyes, it's known that she realizing I'm using the words she spoke to me at the cafe. Well, the truth is, I love you, Echo. She finishes my sentence. I tried to understand it so many times. Believe me, I wanted to tell you a long time ago, but I couldn't understand my feelings. It sounded crazy. But before I met you, it felt like a piece of me was missing. Moves her hand from mine up to her cheek. It wasn't until I met you I figured out what that piece was. To some extent would be an understatement. I'd only just figured out Monica liked me that way. I had no idea it ran this deep. Monica, I barely able to get my words out. However, as soon as I'm able to regain myself, pull into a tight embrace. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. I like you, Monica. That's the only thought of mine I can put into words. It's nothing compared to what's just poured out of her mouth. How can I possibly compare to that? I just can't put into words how deeply I care about you. Okay then. Okay, Sad. The drawing is so good. Yeah, it really is. It's very nice. Monica hums gently. Say, how long have you been into me? I think it's a drawing. Yeah, I definitely think it seems that way. Oh, her sudden question takes me a little off guard, but I can be honest with her. Since second year, you always made English class worth going through. Not the question, yeah. You always... She giggles softly. And you? To be honest, she ponders. Around 2 months after we met. Maybe a month and a half. How did she manage to be this adorable even after her sobs from earlier? We stay in each other's arms for a few moments. Feels as the world around us has frozen in place, allowing us both to take in the moment. The slightly brusquely winds don't phase us. The distant sound of the city is eclipsed by the thumping sounds of my heart. There are many worlds between us, but it doesn't matter in the slightest. This blissful silence is what we needed. Feels like an eternity before I speak again. I think we should start getting back before the others come looking for us. I know. But spend the rest of the day up here with you? I wouldn't mind that one bit. Me neither. Feel a burrow head deep in my shoulder. Neither of us wanted this moment to end, but of course the rest of the club was waiting for us. We released each other, smiling brightly, so I guess that makes us a couple now. That's a long yeah, it was. Monica nods. I wouldn't want it any other way. What do you want to tell the others? You think for a bit? I think the club's had enough shot for one day. Could we maybe keep it between us for the time being? Given anything that's happened today, I understand her request. I took her firmly in mine and squeezed it. We can do whatever pace you want, Monica. Thank you. And Helen will make her way back into the corridor. For not wanting to say anything, holding each other's hands kinda gonna be a giveaway. We walk towards the club and carries a loving silence. Luckily for us, we didn't bump into many students during our walk. The ones we did walk past didn't seem to notice us, being more focused on the festival. Before we reached the club room, we let go of my hand and glanced through the door's glass pane. Oh, is everyone in there? Soroi's pacing around the room, Yuri's reading, and Natsuki's asleep? Well, that's what it looks anyway. She's starting to seem like her usual self. After all those tears, it's a welcome return. You want to head in? After you, Echo. They open the door and let us in. Wait, why can't I view messages history in your Discord server? That's a good question. You should be able to. Is that in general chat? I don't know. As far as I'm aware, you should be able to. I might have to. Okay, I might have to look at the settings, but you should be able to. So if you can't, I'll have to look at settings. Something probably isn't working as it meant to, which seems to be a familiar problem. I'll have a look into that later. Margaret's early observation has proven to be true. Judging by the lack of decorations, it seems they've been quite busy. That definitely goes some way to explain Natsuki's little snooze. As soon as the door opens, Roy looks in mine and Monica's direction and walks over. Go, Monica. There's no concern in her voice. We weren't gone that too long, were we? You two were gone for like 20 minutes. What happened? Yes, that answers my question. I go to answer, but Monica beats me. I got overwhelmed and stormed off. When Echo found me, I was crying. Monica looks over at me, smiling sincerely. We talked it over, and I guess I took it too personally. It's nothing really. I just needed someone to talk to. I'm glad I could be there for you. I feel a continuous smile on my face. Could you guys keep it down? Let's see, yawns from her desk. Monica goes over to her, presumably to wake her up. Noticing mine and Monica's return, Yuri comes up to Sori and I. You were gone for a while. Part of me considered you both ditched us and gone home. Where would that idea even come from? Judging by the look on Sori's face, it seems as if the same thought had crossed her mind too. No, Yuri. I found her on the roof and I just felt it right to comfort her, I suppose. I need to keep my promise. Sori gives me an earnest smile. Yuri does the same, but looks the side as she does. My, that sounds awfully romantic. If only she knew. All I can do is nervously laugh off that comment as I scratch the back of my neck. If things had played out differently, maybe Monica would have told the rest of the club straight away. Maybe not. What do I know? As she said, the club's had enough surprises for one day. I'll talk to her about it later. Natsuki and Monica rejoin us. Natsuki herself looks like she needs an energy drink just to fully wake her up. Now I know the festival wasn't what we were hoping for, but I think I've come up with something that'll make it up to you all. The others look at Monica with expectant eyes. I know this nice little place in town. You know what I'm all about. Monica looks towards Natsuki and Sori. The spark in the eye lets both her and I know they remember the cafe. Yuri looks at a loss though. Trust me, Yuri, you're gonna love it. I'm sure I will, Natsuki. With that, Said, just wait outside the school gate for me. I'll be right with you, just gotta lock up first. They go their separate ways to collect their stuff. Seizing the moment, I quickly go over to Monica. Hey. Hey. Both keep our voices low, not to get anyone's attention. You sure we're going to the cafe? Of course. Look, I think we all deserve to relax for today. I get that, don't worry. We smile silence for a minute or two. When we get more time alone, I promise I'll make it up to you. You really gave me a reason to smile today, Echo. This is something I'm going to have to get used to, isn't it? I gently give her hand a slight squeeze. I see you outside. In a bit. I collect my bag and follow Sorry out the door. She does give me a sly look as if she knows something's going on between Monica and I. I really wish I could tell her, but not until Monica is ready to go public. These lips remain sealed. Hey, we're here. The water cafe was long and relatively quiet one. Monica and I mostly chill behind the others, occasionally getting a hold of each other's hands. I can say that if Sori, Natsuki and Yuri went with us, we might have been a bit more confident showing our affection. But that's something you can always happen another day, right? As soon as we get in the cafe, Monica excuses herself for the rest of the group, but she needs to use the bathroom. The rest of us sit down and get comfy. I find myself stuck in a daydream. Didn't think this day could get crazier than the event, but thankfully I was wrong. Probably going to take some time for to actually cement itself in my head with Monica as my girlfriend. So, but you're an Echo. But you're Monica, Echo. Natsuki Stan was knocking me out my daydream. When's the wedding? She asks that over makes a snark and sass that only Natsuki can pull off. My eyes widen. I ship it. Yuri nods in agreement. I'm at a loss for words. Was it that obvious? The only response I can give. Natsuki chuckles. Dude, you've been practically drooling over her since you joined the club. Surely it's not as bad as she makes it out to be. I don't even have time to respond as Yuri starts talking. To be honest, I've noticed how close you two got during most meetings. In English class as well, Monica and I tend to talk. Mostly about classwork and club, but she does talk about you a fair bit as well. Personally speaking, I get the impression that she truly cares about you. Yuri smiles gently. Just my feelings about that though. I can't help but blush as my hand falls against the table. Seriously, you two need to get together already. The suspense is killing me. Look now, I think after today Monica doesn't need extra stress. None of us do. The look in her eye tells me she doesn't like being called Nat. If we were still in school, that would have been one swift jab in the gut for me. Thankfully, if we get out the club, she'd rather avoid that scenario. Not to mention, I'm not particularly in the mood for a smack in the face right now. Look, you can ask or not. I smirk. I prefer to keep you in suspense. It's my turn to be smart. Our little exchange seems to liven Stories and Yuri's spirits a bit. But the corner I see Monica making her longer than expected return to the group. There you are. As well as her, she smiles back, she takes a seat next to me. Sorry it took so long. Just needed a moment to myself. As she sits down, I notice slight wet patches under her eyes. It's clear that she's been crying again. Judging by the look of the others, they've noticed it as well and don't say anything. Either for Monica's sake or just because they want to make it uncomfortable. I'm still unsure. Both at the cafe seems to, as Monica had hoped, help everyone relax. However, whenever the other three were distracted, Monica would intertwine her fingers with mine and give me a small but very still loving smile. I remember her saying I'd give her a reason to smile. Let's just say that's very mutual. But what did we get to eat? I want to see the food. We didn't even get to look at the food. Oh. Eventually, we left the cafe. Natsuki and Yuri went their separate ways. I ended up walking home with Sori and Monica. Soon we find ourselves outside Sori's house. I guess I'll see you two tomorrow. See ya, Sayo. Have a good evening. They makes their way towards our house and heads inside, leaving Monica and I alone as we make the short trip to mine. When I grasp my hand with the same firmness as earlier and looks into my eyes. Thank you for today. It's still surreal to me that we're a thing now. I just hope it'll be worth the wait. Chuckles nervously. And from hers and wrapped my arms around her waist. Yeah. You're already worth more than I thought. My words helped that gorgeous smile of hers. She also wraps her arms around me. We lost in each other's eyes while we wait for a while until she speaks up again. I want to try to see how the rest of the week goes for us. Maybe on Friday we could possibly go public. In that case, do you want to eat on our lunch tomorrow? On a roof tomorrow? Eat our lunch? What am I? Duh. The laugh giggles softly as her eyes move to the side. I just meet mine just as quickly. I'd like that. The more time I get spent with you, the better. This is going too well. Something bad's gonna happen. You put each other in a tight embrace. Your hugs are warm. I feel as if I heard this before. Who are yours? We remain like this for a few minutes. I know you'll probably get tired of me saying this, but I do like you. Don't be silly, I do too. As soon as we teach each other, I'll text you when I get home. Get home safe. I will. So I walk home and let myself inside. Once at the door, I collapsed on the couch with a stupid grin on my face. Never in a million years did I expect this to happen. I guess I kinda counted on her being a friend, but you can never truly tell how people feel. I learned that myself a long time ago. My phone vibrates and I fetch it out of my pocket. A text from Mum. Quickly swipe my screen to read it. It's a text saying that she should be back a bit earlier tonight. I think to myself, I know Monica said she wanted to wait for a bit before being more public, but should be alright with telling Mum, right? After barely a couple of seconds pondering, take my phone in my pocket and decide to call her. Oh hey Echo. Hiya, just got your text. How was the festival go? The question I was dreading. That dread would have been great if Monica hadn't been there to brighten my day. I sighed lightly. Well, it didn't go exactly as planned, but at least something got me smiling. Oh? Her inquisitive yet gentle tone makes me feel a little more at ease with telling her. Well, I got a girlfriend. Oh, congrats. What's her name? Monica. She's the president of the club I told you about. I'm proud of you, I really am. Thanks. I can't stop smiling. I'll tell you more when you get back. No worries. I'll see you tonight. See you. I put the phone down. That's going to be one interesting talk tonight. Okay, that's literally the only thing. Oh, Monica's perspective. Monica's bedroom later that night. With unfounded text, both Echo and I wish each other good night. I collapsed on my bed, holding my phone against my chest. I haven't been this happy in so long. Much like yesterday, Mum noticed my cheer. Both I told her about Echo. I didn't tell her about the festival until Dad came back and asked me about it. I did tell him about Echo, but he didn't seem to react much. I suppose it's better than what he usually says to me. I wish I didn't have to lie to either of them about the festival going well. If Dad wasn't here, I could confide in Mum about it. Maybe one day I will. At least Echo has already made my week better. I can sleep easy knowing that. It's finally Friday. Aside from me and Monica getting together, it's been a fairly standard week. In all fairness, the hardest part for either of us was not letting our relationship out during the clubs. We have a habit of saving all the lovey stuff for text, the occasional call and rooftop meeting. There's been several times we've almost kissed, but it hadn't actually happened. Where couples obviously... What's that? My voice is gone. Okay, got it back. My voice is very good at disappearing and I have to go chase it down. We're not carters and some high schoolers rushed fan fiction after all. As for the rest of the club, Zoe seems to be keeping eyes on both of us in a way that makes me think she's planning something. Yuri as polite and timid as always. Natsuki, however, has doubled down in her teasing. Honestly, there's been times when I've been this close to letting our secret slip. How I've been holding it in all this time amazes even me. I get into my morning routine not long after waking up. As I wash in the shower, I think back to Monica. I don't think I've smelled this much in a while. If anything, I should probably thank her for that. Eventually, I decided to get out before my skin starts to get wrinkled. As I wait for my toast, my phone starts to ring. My delight is Monica. I answered almost immediately, gotta make sure my toast doesn't burn like yesterday. Morning, love. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's too cheesy. Morning to you too. You sleep well? Honestly, yeah. I've been getting better sleep these past few days. Same here. We both share a bit of laughter as I take a few bites of my breakfast. Say, I was thinking, if I leave mine now, I should have enough time to get to yours and still get to school on time. Would you want to walk to school together? I humoured the idea, but I still a little nervous to actually ask her. But saying that reminds me. Oh? Problem to let's keep it between the two of us, eh? Monica giggles for the phone. While I did some thinking, maybe I wouldn't mind trying to be more open about it. I must have smiling even more than I already was. I can just imagine just really creepy smile from year to year. Like Joker smile. I mean, I was just teasing. But if you really want to, I'm more than happy with that. Thanks, Echo. Also, I'd like to walk with you too. I'll be there soon, in a bit. You too. She hangs up. I decided to wait outside for her. Sorry's gonna notice this. Just shy of 15 minutes later, from the corner of my eye I see Monica coming up the street. Smile and wave. She smiles back and quickens her pace. Told you I'd make it. She seems a tad out of breath. She didn't run here, did she? Never doubted you in that. She takes a step closer as we quickly hug each other. You ready to go? Of course. I just gotta call Sorry first. She's normally out by now. Put my phone and dial her. Yeah, Sorry's good. Pull out my phone and dial her. Yeah, sorry, what's taking you so long? Sorry cuts me off, seeming embarrassed. Hang on a minute. What do you mean you can't find your uniform? Monica chuckles. Even for Sorry, this is new. Okay, hope you'll catch up. See you, Sayo. I hang up and look back to Monica. Sorry about that. No, don't need to apologise. It's just Sorry being sorry. Then gently grabs a hold of my hand, once again locking her fingers in mine. Besides, this does mean more time alone. This girl really knows how to make me smile. I squeeze her hand gently. Okay, this is a bit much. Let's go. However, start to walk to school. This is a tad uncomfortable. Like many times before, there's a loving silence between Monica and I. There aren't many students during the walk that noticed us together. The few that did either seemed to have one of two reactions. Either an attitude of, ah, okay, or being shocked, more than likely because Monica is someone with me. We eventually came up by a small convenience store. I'm just gonna get some coffee. You want anything? I'll have a coffee too. I'll be right back. I idly wait outside as Monica gets her drinks. After a few minutes, I hear a familiar voice calling out to me, accompanied by a quickly approaching sound of footsteps. Meaning that could only be... Yeah. So it takes a couple more moments to catch your breath. Kind of abnormal that she ran up here. But again, if there's a store or food involved, that person's determined to shoot through the roof. I guess that's the reason I didn't make the cut for a track team, eh? I chuckle mostly to myself. Hey, you said it, not me. Both I can say to him, Monica comes out to the store, cups of coffee cups in each hand. Hey love, sorry it took so long. We broke Sayori. I bumped into Kaho and that's Sayori. Now they're both broken. Well, I knew Sayori was going to try to catch up with us, but I she knew she'd be this quick. Troy's cheeks got a slight tinge of red as she smiled. I knew it. During those words, both Monica and I got signs to be closer to each other. Guess we could have to tell her at some point. It's not even been a week, but yeah. Remember when Eka went to go check on me? Well, it was even before because of the cafe. Okay, so we can actually look quite far back in the history. Quick save. Always save because I've lost help. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Oh, it's just taking me out of the game. Whoops. The help file has been opened in your browser. Yes, I didn't want to open that though. Well, he kind of let it slip. And since I was going to tell him on Sunday, I decided that was the right time to say it. Then smiles at both of us looking... Okay, sorry. That explains why it took so long on Monday. That's very sweet. She started to tear up. Come on, Sayo. Also in a quick head, admitting I want to cry as well. Moments like this between Sawyer and I were always the sweetest. Anyway, we should probably head off now. Off we go. And finish the rest of the walk with my best friend and beautiful girlfriend. Okay. This is uncomfortable. The bell rings for lunch. The bell for lunch rings out, and I'm the first to rush out of class. Like I've done for the rest of the week, I instantly start heading towards the roof. In a sense, that's become mine and Monica's personal space, away from the crowds within the school. Before I can make my way upstairs, though, a familiar voice calls my name. Hey Echo, Raiju? I stop momentarily and turn around. As expected, there stands Raiju, this time accompanied by Kaho. Wait, that's, this is Monica's friend. Also, she seems very tall. In all honesty, this is my first time meeting Kaho in person. Of course, Raiju showed me pictures of them together, and I'm certain I may have seen them around school. Before that, I only knew her because of the student council, where Monica had met her, given they're both part of it. So you're the Echo that Monica's talking to me about. I guess I can kind of see why she's into you. I roughly remember Ryuji saying that Kaho has a habit of being flirty even unintentionally. Anyway, how have things been with you so far? Honestly, they've been pretty great so far. That would explain why Monica's been a bit more upbeat this week. Not to say she's not usually like that. I just meant she seems happier than I've seen her before. It's actually kind of adorable. She's not the only one that's noticed. I've been treating her like I always do, is all. I'm trying and failing to hide a smile on her blood. But however you did it, I'm proud of your kid. Mate, I'm hardly a kid, and I'm a week older than you. Raiju gives up a nervous chuckle whilst Kano seemingly tries to repress going in hysterics. I get the idea they usually have moments like this between them. Maybe I should get Monica to have a bit... Maybe I should expect Monica to be a bit more like this. Anyway, we should probably let you go now. Don't want to keep Monica waiting too long now, do we? I nod to smile back. Well, it's been nice meeting you in person, Kaho, and I'll see you in about... Quickly check the time on my phone. Still got some time before lunch ends. In about 20 minutes, Raiju. See you then, man. The pair of them head off to wherever they're going, and soon start to head up to the roof. That was our friend that he called us like 8 o'clock to play games. Because apparently that's late to our character, which I don't agree. That's not late. For the brief time we had together, the talk between Monica and I was quite loaded. By the sound of it, some of the students that had seen us that morning were either on the student council or in Monica's PE class. And to her, it never felt like an interrogation, so she was getting kind of exhausted answering everyone's questions. Sure, I was asked by a couple of other students, but I can't say if I can't but feel a little bit bad for Monica. There's not much going on until I see her again. After what feels like an eternity, the bell rings, ringing the school day to an end for a good chunk of students. For me, though, it means I got two things. One of two things. Time for literature club and more time with Monica. It was only a short walk to the club room, and of course I'm greeted by... Hey Echo. Hey Monica. We quickly embrace each other, smiling warmly. I'm still not used to calling me that. That was something I haven't done one of our calls, and it's stuck ever since. Still how flustered she gets when I say it. Well, it's cute, just like you. Oh, stop it. If Natsuki comes in, we're gonna get absolutely... The jokes will be unrelenting. My little moment was cut short by a sound of club door bashing against the wall. Yeah, okay, I called it. So what's this? I've heard about you two dating. So Natsuki's demanding tone is enough to keep both of us momentarily quiet. How did you find out? I asked, despite knowing how obvious the answer actually is. Come on, the whole school knows. You two have the hots for each other and was like the worst kept secret the school ever had. Though I guessed it as much more than that now, isn't it? I go to Monica, but she's going to inspect the door for any possible damage. Note to self, don't underestimate Natsuki's strength. So yeah, we are a couple. I make a nervous smile towards Natsuki. Since Monday, we were going to tell you earlier, but you know, the festival. I mean, if you didn't feel ready, that's fine. I get you right. Natsuki, you're lucky the doors are right. Natsuki blushes a bit. Sorry about that. Please be a little more careful next time, okay? She nods. Although, I need to ask you something, Monica. Why do I get the feeling I know what she's going to ask? Well, since you're with Echo. Just how bad is your taste, man? Natsuki. And Natsuki's more sassy side has returned. I honestly can't tell who's more embarrassed by that joke, me or Monica. But we'll have some time to figure it out as a voice calls out to Natsuki from the door. At least Echo is real, Natsuki. We look into the door and sure enough Yuri and Sori is standing in the doorway. Yuri's got an unusually cheeky smile on her face and Sori's trying as hard as she can to not burst into laughter. Natsuki struggles to get any words out. Be right back. With an exaggerated look on her face, she storms off towards Yuri. Sori comes to join Monica and I. That's my favourite happy couple. She gives us both a hug and a classic Sori smile. So have you been? Yeah, kind of average. Had some people ask me before mass, but besides that, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's just say the main focus of today's student council meeting wasn't about the school. Hopefully next week should be a bit calmer in regards to our relationship. The look in Sori's eye makes me think she can already guess just how hectic Monica's day has been. It's okay now. We're all here and we can relax. That sounds like a nice plan. Like, I know that we haven't done much club stuff since the festival, but I think having this week to ourselves might have helped everyone cool off. While Sori gives the pair of us an earnest smile, Monica forces one. I don't think the mentioning of the festival helped her case either. By the look of it, Sori didn't notice Monica's apparent grievances before she starts going over to Natsuki. As Sori walks off, Yuri approaches us. I see my suspicions were correct after all. In all seriousness, I am happy for the pair of you. Monica seems to pick up again. Thanks, Yuri. Just out of curiosity, what made you suspicious? Yuri thinks for a moment, glancing first at me and Monica. Well, I suppose there was this time when Monica ended up dozing off on your shoulder. And I almost forgot about that. A familiar crimson veil formed across her face. Remember right, it was a Wednesday then when that happened. Much like the week I had initially joined the club, Monica was tired out by Karuna-san's class, which was entirely understandable. When I got into the club room that day, only Yuri and Monica were in the room. Monica noticed me and beckoned me over to the front desk. One thing led to another and she eventually passed out my shoulder. One part me wanted to wake her up, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It was too peaceful. Echo? You okay there? Oh man, was I daydreaming again? Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about something. I mean, it's not exactly the truth, but it's not entirely nonsense either. Oh, the club day goes by. Besides a few questions about how things have been between us, Monica and I, the occasional jabs at my expense, courtesy of Natsuki, and the club meeting is as normal as ever. It does seem to go by rather quickly though. I swear Fridays also seem to drag at the start but then go by way too quickly. Before the meeting draws to a close, Monica calls out to the group. Okay everyone, could you all come to the front for a moment? And the first to the front of the club room with the rest of the club following shortly falling behind me. I'm sure you've noticed we've not really shared poems since Monday. And I've been doing some thinking since then. Would you want to start doing it twice a week kind of thing? There's a moment of silence as her question settles in. In all honesty, as much as I enjoyed sharing poems last week, having it as a nightly thing did put a strain on my brain. Maybe it could improve the overall quality of my work. I'd be up for that. I'm the first to pipe up. It's not too long till the others give their answers. I'm up for it. It would give me a bit more time to refine my writing. I'm fine with that. Natsuki's still thinking it over. Natsuki? I mean, I was just gonna say that Natsuki? I mean, I was just gonna say Echo's only saying he's up for that because he's your yeah, because he's your I am not. But that's actually a really good idea. Natsuki gives us all a wise smile at the cost of mine and Monika's embarrassment. Mostly mine. Anyway, with that we can end today's meeting on a good note. I'll see you all next week. With that we all go and pack our things. It's not too long till both Natsuki and Yuri make their leave, only leaving Monika, Sori and myself. I can tell they're talking about something but I can't make out what. The pair of them soon approach me. So you ready to walk home, Echo? Yep, just give me a sec. I sling my bag over my shoulder. I look over at Sori. You coming with, Sayo? Well, yeah, I'm not just going to stop hanging with you just because you're with Monika. That'd be dumb. I'd take a lot for Sori to ditch you, Echo. You know that, right? Yeah, I know. It was kind of a dumb question to ask anyway. After saying some laughter, we all walk off. The walk home is brighter than usual, which is saying a lot. Mark and I mostly keep to ourselves, occasionally answering Sori's question about our plans for the weekend. Sori herself seems exceedingly energetic again, more so than usual. She's mostly complaining about exams, can't say I blame her though. It's not too long till the subject of how Natsuki took the news. It's only normal it would come up considering how both Sori and Yuri only showed up after Natsuki badged in. She's kinda lucky the door didn't get damaged. And lucky the door was unlocked. Imagine if the door was locked. Just bang. Oh, girl could have dislocated her arm like that. Sorry about that. It's alright, it's okay. They were gonna find out one way or another. We've not exactly been the most secretive about it today. I make a sly smile towards Monika, causing her to blush heavily. You see like we're making out in the corridors. She makes a quiet giggle, the sort of giggle that makes me think that maybe that had crossed her mind. Don't give him ideas. Just for Monika's cheeks seemingly transformed over to me. For goodness sake, sorry. Anyway, see you both later. See you later. Later, Sayo. As soon as we're inside, Monika and I make the extremely quick trip back to mine. I release Monika's hand as I fish for my keys from my pocket. I'll text you when I get home, Echo. Turn to face to see her happily playing with a loose strand of hair. I smile as I step closer, gently grabbing a hold of her hand. Well, something I want to ask you first. Would you want to go out tomorrow? I know it's not much, but I was thinking of going into town. Echo? Remember what I told you on Monday? I think for a bit. A lot happened on Monday, so a lot of my memories are slightly blurred. I try to focus, but Monika breaks that focus by squeezing my hand a little tighter. The more time I spend with you, the better. No matter where we go, as long as I'm with you, I'll be happy. Let's go off saying that, her words cementing themselves in my head. Aside from Sori, Monika's the first person to say that. I can't help but beam at her. I go to say something only for Monika to outmaneuver me and a quick kiss on my cheek. She returns a smile as I raise my hand to check my cheek. I'll text when I'm home. Monika quickly speaks before starting to make the trek back home. I stammer incoherently, completely flustered. Our guys, the steam coming out of our ears because he just doesn't know what to think. I stood outside until I can no longer see Monika. After that, I head inside and retreat to my bedroom. Monica must have ended up texting for hours. Nothing new for either of us. Even I can't hear her voice, she still managed to make me smile. Now Suki was here, she'd probably tell me to get this stupid grin off my face. After wishing a good night, I start to get ready for bed. For the first time in a while, it's an early night for me. Not that I'm complaining though. Like Monica said, the more time I get to spend, the better. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. This is going too well. I'm really expecting something bad to happen. It's finally Saturday, and as with last week, I'd normally question why I'm up so early on the weekend. But I actually have a reason to be up. Today marks my first actual date with Monica. And people would probably say the first time we had one was the cafe last weekend would count as a date. It was more of a last minute decision than anything else. Plus, until she went to confess, I had no idea Monica even liked me that way. Sure, there's definitely points that could have come into my head, but nothing actually confirmed it. Well, before her confession, that is. Quickly check my phone as I get out of bed. 7:07 AM. I have enough time to wash myself before Monica gets here. Whenever that is, she was a little vague with me when she was going to come over. I didn't spend too long in the shower and soon turned to my room to get dressed. I opted for a pair of blue jeans and a black shirt. During our lengthy texting session, Monica said that I didn't need to overdress today. Despite her saying that, I was still quite nervous. In fact, my anxiety is shooting through the roof. Today, though, the roof must be in another dimension. I ended up waiting for just under an hour and a half, and I eventually heard the doorbell ring. I immediately shoot up to answer it, but I'm immediately stopped as Mum opens the door. Monica, hi, is Echo there? He is, yeah. You must be Monica, right? That's me. I find myself smiling as I decide to head downstairs. Hey, we actually see her. Thankfully, it looks like the pair of them are getting along quite nicely. Admittedly, there was a part of me that was worried that if they didn't get along... But in all seriousness, why wouldn't they? Rudy, I'm still here. Hey, no problem. How's your... No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, how's your packing going? I know you mentioned a bit about it. And also, I hope you're enjoying the fan game or the mod. I mean, Mum's got on with Sorry whenever she came over. Not only that, but she seemed quite eager to meet Monica since I had mentioned to her. It almost feels as if those nerds were just there to mess with me. It's not long till the pair of them noticed me. Screenshot. So honestly, Echo, I'm surprised you didn't invite Monica over sooner. Mum beams at me, quite clearly enjoying Monica's company. As for Monica herself, she looks as radiant as ever. I approach her, move my hand on her arm and squeeze her hand on my own. You look great. Oh, stop. My comments only succeeds a flushed finger as she locks fingers in mine. Oh yeah, I just put up my TV in my room. Hey, nice. Because the things are getting sorted out slowly but surely. It took me, when I moved out, it took me forever to get my stuff sorted. It could be a week or two. I also have this really bad problem of procrastination. I procrastinated a lot of putting stuff away. It's not a good thing, but I got there in the end. It just took me a little while. We stayed like this for a bit before Mum speaks up once more. So, before you lovebirds head out, how about a drink? That sounds great, thanks. I wouldn't mind one, honestly. I'll do that in schoolwork, fair. Yeah, you know, you leave it as a procrastinate. It's like, oh, so when do I gotta hand this tomorrow? And then you gotta get it all done the night before. I have done that a few times. I forgot to do my homework. I've left my college work until the night before. I did all the night. I then finished it all just to go in the next day, and they didn't even ask for it. I'm just like, I did all that for no reason. You didn't even want it back. Thanks, Mum. The three of us end up mostly chatting about ourselves, stuff we've done, and how Monica and I met. Eventually, Monica starts to talk about how we got together. I can tell it's paining her to bring up the festival again, But she presses on regardless, even reminding me that I gave her a reason to smile that day. Looks like Strawberry Mum finds the whole situation really sweet. I've noticed that as she was talking about it though, Monica started to hold my hand tighter. I can't tell if she's trying to stay strong for me or if she's trying to put that day behind her. I'm sure she'll talk to me more about it when the time's right. Don't under pressure her. So, Bonnie, do you want to head off now? Yeah. Monica looks towards Mum with a smile. Thanks for having me over. No worries, Han. You're welcome to visit any time. I forgot I packed a toy pig. Interesting. Can't say I've packed that. I don't, but most of my stuff was technology based. But toy pig, a nice addition. Both Monica and I get up from the couch. We head towards the door and after grabbing my jacket, head outside, letting Mum know we'll be back later. Once outside, Monica taps my shoulder. Turn to face her. I just remembered we never actually decided what we were doing besides going to town. Monica gives a blush and nervous laugh. I think to myself, oh, I skipped. Did we really forget to go over that? Given how we get when we're texting, that's happening definitely seems plausible. But one sec, as I speak to pull up my phone, I go for a text from last night. Yep, we forgot. I slid my phone back in my pocket and looked back to Monica. Yeah, about that. Monica's gaze fixed onto me, steaming expectantly. Maybe we don't necessarily need a plan. You could all make it up on the spot. I close eyes, presumably thinking of what I said. Great first date and the first day in general, and I'm already making a douche of myself. Honestly, as someone who goes by schedules for the most part of the year, that sounds perfect. Monica's delight gets a smile out of me, but no one near as bright as hers. Take her hand in mine. Let's head off then. Though the pair were set off. Think I got some ideas for today. Just hope she likes them. Back to this town. Jake with a slower walk, eventually making it into the town. Given this Saturday is a lot busier than other times we visited here. Gaze upon all the signs, there's excuse me. There's so many places to choose from. It's almost overwhelming. Thankfully, my eyes eventually fixate on a sign on one side in particular. I stopped my tracks, Monica taking notice not long after. You okay, Echo? Yeah. It's just, my grip Monica's hand slips as I walk towards the window store. My eyes scan the various record sleeves that decorate the shelves. It's just that places like this remind me of my dad. When I was younger, we'd always go vinyl shopping on weekends. Ever since I stopped myself short. I just started occasionally buying records just to keep his memory alive. Monica's head rests on my shoulder. In response, I wrapped my arms around her. Sorry, you didn't have to apologize. Then wraps her arm around me. There's more than silence between us. There's something poetic about this though. At the start of the week I was comforting Monica. Near the end of the week the roles have switched. Not that I'm complaining though, I'm thankful she's doing this. Monica soon speaks up again. How about we go in together? I look right into her eyes. I love that. With that, Goblin hold my hand again, the pair of us head inside. Ooh, that's nice music in the store. Upon entering, we're immediately engrossed by the warm atmosphere of the store. It's a welcome departure from the streets, albeit a temporary one. Monica follows me around the aisles for a bit, her eyes sparkling in wonder. We'd eventually stop in a section dedicated to dance music. In most record stores, this section in particular ways had me feeling the most nostalgic. It's something with the music itself. I guess there's part of me that always influenced by it even if I didn't realize it sometimes. As I looked to my side, I noticed Monica already going through the records. A certain sleeve label catches my eye. Can I get that one sec? Of course. Point at the sleeve, Monica gets it for me. It's a yellow sleeve embezzled with a roulette wheel and lined with the name of the label Ruler. You know, The name of the song reminds me of you. Oh? How so? Remember my second day at the club? I do, yes. And the track you had me play. Yeah, about that. I know I said a thing about scrapping it, but after you said you dug it, I gave it a bit of time to grow on me. And I've worked on it quite a bit since then. I guess I could say the music sounds better with you. Why did I just say that? I know that sounds like overly cheesy, but coming for you is actually pretty cute. Can't help but feel flustered by that. Smiling at rest the record under my arm. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe we could listen to them together when we head back to mine. I say that without even knowing if Monica's gonna be coming over after we're done at town. I think I like that. After grabbing 3 more records and paying for them, Monica and I head out. Oh, so we bought some records. That's cool. After more time walking, Monica ends up finding somewhere she wanted to check out. I wanted to go in with her, but she said she wanted to keep it a surprise. 5 minutes pass and I end up biding my time scrolling through my phone. But it isn't until I feel a tap on my shoulder. Slightly taken aback, I turn to see who tapped me. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, it's fine, Yuri. I just didn't see you there, that's all. Out of everyone I expect to bump into today, Yuri certainly wasn't one of them. Say, how come you're out here? The newest book in the series I'm on released yesterday. I would have picked it up then, but I didn't have the time. I'm assuming you're here with Monica, right? I nod. Yeah, she's just getting something. She said it's a surprise. Oh my, you're moving awfully fast, don't you think? Yuri chuckles nervously and I stand there stunned. That's one hell of a conclusion to jump to, isn't it? And out of everyone, it came from Yuri? No, it's not like that. Yuri laughs a little harder. Also, I forgot I packed a random Rubik's Cube. Hey, you can't go wrong with a good Rubik's Cube. Although I was never ever able to solve a Rubik's Cube. That's way beyond me. They just frustrate me. I'm not very good with them. They're just overly frustrating. Don't worry, Echo, I'm only teasing you. Yuri and I chat for a good while. What is in course until Monica exits the store, bag in hand. Hey hun, I'm back. I hope you didn't... Yuri? Oh hey Monica. It's good to see you. Yuri smiles warmly. Yeah, good to see you too. Monica's tone has gotten a tad dry. What brings you here? Monica bows ever so slightly sharpens and there's subtle force behind her delivery. Yuri stammers nervously. Monica's tone is feeling more hostile. I have to step in before potentially gets more comfortable for Yuri. Actually, Yuri was in town to buy a new book. He happened to bump into me while we were chatting. Whether I handled that as best I could, I'm not entirely sure of. Regardless, Yuri seems appreciative of the attempted save. But right. Sorry, Yuri, I thought. Monica's demeanor suddenly shifts. No, it's fine, Monica. I should probably be on my way anyway. Yuri quickly scrunches off. I stand there in complete confusion what on earth just happened. When I'm talking with Yuri, but as soon as Monica returns, she gets hostile. Did she think Yuri and I were... Then it clicked. That could very well be what she was thinking. I turned to her. Monica, Yuri and I weren't doing anything, I swear. Then he squeezed her hand and attempted some further resolution. She looks at the ground and sighs. I know you weren't, Echo. Honestly, that hadn't even crossed my mind. Oh? What was all that stuff with Yuri? Monica says once more. You don't sound stupid. You had a look at me. Rest my hands on the shoulders as her piercing eyes look back at mine. Whatever it is, I'm all yours. I'm not going to judge you, you know. Promise? I swear. If you want to vent, I'm here to listen. It might not be the best at it in the class, but when it comes to you, it's not hard to. But I'm definitely biased. Monica chuckles, slightly flustered. Wow, Echo, just wow. How is it when I'm feeling down you manage to cheer me up? Scratch the back of my neck, smile and shrug my shoulders. Always there's an easy answer for that. My best guess is just an innate desire to protect a smile. It sounds cliche as anything, but it's true. Then squeeze her hand a little more. Anyway, you want to talk about what's bothering you? Can we do it on the way back to yours? I don't exactly fancy standing in the street all day. She's got a point. You want to get going then? Please. Then her hand me one of her bags. After taking it, I locked my free hand with Monica's and intertwined her fingers. We set off back to mine. We ended up spending the next few hours in town. Aside from the occasional store visit and getting something to eat, we spent most of the day just walking around and talking in scenery. Though how hectic this week started, it's certainly a nice change of pace. As planned earlier, we listened to the 4 records I bought sitting together on the floor, Monica resting her arm on my shoulders. It's hard to have emptying 2 boxes and loads of bags of my own. Yeah, I bet it is. But you get through it eventually, and once it's done, you don't have to worry about it then. Once it's done, it's done. It just sucks in the meantime. And in my case, I did that, and then after I put my computer, once I plugged on my computer and set it up, it didn't even work. For some reason during the travel, something went wrong with my computer. So I had to get that working, and that took forever. That took the next couple of days. So yeah. But no, once it's sorted, it'll be all nice and chill then. It's just a bit hectic in the meantime. But it's better to get it done than have it looming over you. As planned earlier, we listened to the 4 records I bought to sit up. There weren't any words between us, just the music played. Just a brisk, peaceful silence. Eventually the final track plays out and I move to sit on my bed. Monica bends join me and I rest my arm on her shoulder. Thanks for today, Echo. I really enjoyed myself. I give her shoulder a slight shake and rub. I should be thanking you, Monica. And to be honest, I was really nervous about today. I mean, it's the first time we've officially been out, and I've been on, and a little part of me has worried about messing it up. By letting you see my weird side. You putting up with my dreadful drugs. All of this helps feel a bit more confident in myself. Echo. Never had to worry about being yourself around me. You being you is what I will like about you. Well, I actually like a lot about you. I can sign as the familiar feeling my cheeks burning up makes itself known once more. You rest your arms on my shoulder much like I'm doing to her. Goes back to face. Say, you remember how I told you I wanted to ask you out a while ago? Yeah, I do. One gave diverse reminders, her cheeks reddened and her lips adopted a knowing smile. It's a smile that caused me to stammer slightly, Monica. This is something else I've wanted to do for a while as well. Houdini? What? She's Houdini! She just disappeared. Something else I wanted to do and then just proceeds to disappear. Wow. Very impressive. But another word, Monica pulls herself up to my face and presses her lips against mine. That's more nice art. That's some very nice art. At the point where I'm almost expect my heart to burst out of my chest, it doesn't. In a way, this feels completely natural to do. Pull her closer, causing the seal between us to tighten. In unison, we move our heads to the side, trying to display our shared passion. Wow, I look back and this is what I saw. Yeah. I can feel her resting her hand on my leg. But even then, my breathing is steady. Ooh, the music is good. Whether or not either of us are any good at it, it doesn't distract from the moment itself. With all that being said, Monica is wonderful. Got to pull away from it for a second, only for her to pull me back in. Clearly she wants to savor this moment for as long as possible. To be honest, so do I. If someone had told me that I'd one day end up like this, I would have been more likely said you were lying. For the first time in a while, I'm more than happy to be wrong. Eventually though, we do pull apart and just staring into each other's eyes, smiling brightly. Hope that was worth the wait. Hold on to tight embrace. I like you so much. I do too. We remain in each other's arms for a little while. I can't help but smile whenever we're like this. I'd stay like this forever if I could. but much like the first time we had each other, time isn't on our side. You should probably start heading home before it gets too late. A speaker's slight downcast twinged my voice. I know. A downcast mood isn't lost on Monica's, even seemingly being reflected by her. Placed my hand on her cheek, causing her to smirk. I'll see you out. Okay. Monica both of us head downstairs, both of us silently wishing we could have more time. But a good feeling that we'll get more time soon. We're still a relatively new couple after all. Monica tells me she'll text me as soon as she gets home. After one final quick kiss, we see the past, and I'm leaving even happier than the day we first got together. Leaning against the wall, smiling to myself. I had my first kiss. Of course, of all people, Monica said to her, but hi. It's nice seeing you this happy, Echo. Huh? Look up and see my mum staring there. Seeing you and Monica together earlier kinda reminds me of how your dad and I were when we first met. Mum gives me an earnest smile. It's nice to see that still has fond memories of him. But again, it's been 7 years since his passing. He'd be proud of you. He really would. Thanks, Mum. Damn, I still haven't had my first one yet. Neither have I, my dude. I don't think it's something we need to really worry about, though. But yeah, neither have I. But it's not something that should be forced. It will happen eventually. Plus, honestly, I didn't have much interest in all that myself. Oh, I just dropped my cup. I'd much rather just focus on, well, everything else than that. I smiled back at her. I wish he was still here. What gives me comfort is the thought that he's out there watching over us wherever he is. I'm gonna head upstairs for a bit. I'll be down later. Tell Monica I say hi. Mum goes off to the living room and I head upstairs. Then I spend the next 10 or so minutes waiting for Monica to get home. All while I'm reflecting on the events of today. I got to spend time with Monica, more than I'd ever expected to. But on top of that, Monica and I had our first kiss. I can't say for Monica, but I know that this is going to be one memory that I'll hold on to for as long as I can. Things can only get better from here, right? I really hope so. Besides, with Monica by my side, I'm confident we can take on anything together. Anything at all. That's foreshadowing if I've ever heard it before. Act 2 together. That I feel like that's so much foreshadowing. Beep, 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 beep. I go on loudly as my alarm wakes me. I sit in my bed, move to my phone, hastily shutting off the alarm. Okay, now I was gonna go BRB as soon as it started, but I thought I'm not gonna leave you here listening to beep, 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 because that just drive anyone crazy. So, I'm just gonna BRB, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a jiffy. have returned with a good fresh cup of tea in your hand. And you're like, well, I can kind of break. And I'm trying to have my streams be a bit more professional. Professional does better quality. That's the word. Better quality. Because quality is everything. Okay. Come on, tracking. Reset. There you go. There we go. We're all backed. Whew, okay. And with that, after setting it down, I look to my left and sigh gently. Just a dream, I whisper quietly to myself. Monica hadn't been able to visit on Sunday as much as she wanted to. From what she said, we were texting after she got back on Saturday. Her dad seemed slightly annoyed by how long Monica was out for. Her mum said he was being ridiculous, but he was persistent. I want to think it was just him being protective, but given what she told me about him last Monday, part of me can't be too sure. After wiping the sleep from my eyes and making my way to the bathroom to kick off my morning routine. Even when I find myself yawning in the shower, I didn't stay up too late last night, did I? Oh well, worth it to video chat with Monica last night. Even if she said she hadn't come over, at least we saw each other in some way. My silent reminiscence is interrupted by the sudden ringing on my phone. Rewrapping the towel on myself, I switch the shower off and make my way to my bedroom. It's only after once I get to my room, the ringtone cuts off. Patting my head on the towel, I reach my phone and turn the screen on. Seeing the missed call notification, I dial back almost immediately. Yeah, so I can answer straight away, Molly. Just got out of the shower. Monica let a slight giggle caused me to go a little red. And Nat was calling me dirty-minded? She audibly stammers. I mean, you'd probably be the same with me. It seems a little too easy to assume that, but it seems quite likely. I chuckle light and I just chuckle light and smile. Morning, by the way. Morning. You sleep well? As well as I could, yeah. I didn't mean to keep you up so late. You say that like I didn't want to stay up late with you. Inshallah. Anyway, you mind if I come over before we walk to school today? Monica, we've been together for a week. Of course you can come over. Just give me time to get dressed. Oh my god. In that case, I might run down. In a bit. Monica hands up. Checking my phone on the bed, I quickly fetch my uniform from the closet. I know Monica was only teasing, but I really can't take a chance. There's a good reason she's the lead in the track team. I get dressed in what must be record time. Right now I'm drinking coffee and awaiting Monica's arrival. In time, there's a knock on the door. It's open. I call out, sipping my drink. But open then closed when a familiar face turns the corner. Hey Rebecca. She beams at me. Setting my now empty coffee mug on the table, I stand up and go towards her. Hey. Give her a quick kiss on the cheek as I pull her into a hug. It's just the same. I have missed you. I missed you too. Anyway, we still got... Check my phone. 7:07. Just over 20 minutes before I usually head off. I want to go a bit earlier now. Nah, I'd rather stay here a bit longer. Like, I've got my social study exam this morning. I just want to take my mind off that a little. She looks at me with pleading eyes. So, you want to just cuddle on the sofa for a bit? Please. Shaking Monica by the hand, we head towards the living room. I'm first to get comfy on the sofa, Monica following shortly after. I wrap my arms around her, making it easy for her to rest her head on my shoulders. She hums softly. It's a really nice feeling. It is tempting to doze off together, but we know we can't. At least for now. I wish I had more time like this. It always seems to go by too fast when I'm with you. Her voice has the same downcast tone from when she left on Saturday. I gave her arm a quick squeeze, paired with a gentle smile. It just makes those moments with you all the more special. Overly cheesy, but honest. swear that's my style. But hey, Monica seems to enjoy it. Can't complain too much if it helps me see that smile. But the partial silence is broken when the sound of the door opening. Hey Echo, I woke up on time this morning. Seeming to notice mine and Monica's stunned silence, Roy's eye flicker open. To accompany her silence, Monica gives me a look that only I can describe as slightly confused. Maybe I should have told her about Story and I's habit to just waltz into each other's houses. Sorry, in contrast, seems completely unfazed by Monica being in my arms. Oh hey Monica. She gives Monica a cheery smile. Monica stammers a bit. Can't say I really blame her. It's not every day your partner's best friend just barges in for a warning after all. Often to liven the mood, I open my mouth. You hear that, Morning? Sorry you woke up on time. It's the end of days, I tell you. My sarcastic tone gets lively chuckle from Monica and a bit of a whine from Sorry. So I mix of the usual and something I know I'll get used to. I'm getting better. Sorry playfully squalls at me. In all honesty, it's a miracle she put up with me for as long as she has. I know. I'm proud of you, you know. This smile returns once more. Monica and I get up from the sofa. She both ready to go? Like I am. You and Monica look pretty comfy there. She gives a giggle to top off the teasing. I just sigh as Monica holds herself against my arm. Come on, let's go. After locking the door, the three of us start to walk to school. Take Monica's hand in mine, and soon enough Sorry starts talking to us about her weekend. I can get used to this. It doesn't take us long to get to school. The three of us decide to loiter around the courtyard for a bit. Excuse me. Eventually though, it's time for Monica to head to her exam. She sighs. I still feel a little underprepared for this. Acting on instinct, I gently place my hand on her shoulders. Eyes meet mine, her uncertain, barely contained behind them. You've got this, Monty. I've got full confidence in that. Monica gives a nervous chuckle. That makes one of us, Monty. As my hands on her waist causing Monica to blush slightly, I give her a firm, loving smile. I'm always going to be rooting for you no matter what. There's a brief moment of silence before Monica pulls me into her embrace. I catch a few looks from some of the other students around us. I've got a feeling that, like many other things, I need to get used to it. It's kind of amusing though. Not for any other couples around school they could be gawking at. I know Monica seems the popular girl around here. This past week has taught me anything, aside from expecting the unexpected, it'd be that there's a lot more to Monica than people seem to think. Part of me just wishes she was more willing to open up about that side of her. Maybe it'll happen later. Monica then surprised me by giving me a quick kiss on the lips. I noticed some students seemingly whispering in their little groups. I couldn't care about that though. I'll see you later. Love you. You too. Monica walks off, joining a group of people I assume were some of her classmates. I then slump into a bench next to Sorry, slightly daydreaming of when I'll next see Monica. You two are really cute together, you know that? And so I snapped out of my sad daydream. Huh? I don't know, you just have this. You both have some great chemistry. Like you just click. That's the only way I can really explain it. I'm just really happy you found someone. Reminds me to ground as I smile at what Sorry just said. My face once again bordering on becoming a tomato. Thanks, Sale. So pass me in the back. Come on, let's get to class. I nod and start up. Santa follows Sorry to our first class. That's where most Mondays feel the same. It almost feels like time itself is almost slows to a complete crawl. Although realistically, I'm probably only feeling like that for one reason. Just a couple more agonizing minutes and I'll be able to see her again. Hopefully. At long last, the bells ring for lunch. The rest of the class starts filtering out, myself silently wishing I was first out. It does suck being stuck at the back of the class sometimes. So at the head from mine and Marcus' regular rendezvous point, the roof. Become a second habit at this point. I would have waited by main hall for her to finish, but the school's been a bit strict when it comes to loitering around there, especially with it being exam season. Hauled up the stairs, only to find myself seemingly alone on the roof. I look around me, even looking behind the door in case she wants to surprise me. Nope, she's not there. Exams must run over. Go towards the bench we usually sit at and get my lunch out. As I start to eat, I hear the loud stamping of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they seem mad. Suddenly the door swings open, hitting the wall quite loudly. Okay, I have my hunch as Natsuki. As a result, I turn my eye around and... As a result, I turn around and my eyes meet Natsuki? As my prior assumptions, she seems exceedingly pissed. As to why she is, I have no idea. Despite the distance between us, I can tell she's muttering something. In typical Natsuki fashion, there's some absurdities thrown in there, here and there. For a second, her eyes meet mine and she falls silent. Eyes averting mine almost instantly after they meet. There's silence for a good minute or two before Nat speaks up. Kinda figured I'd find you here. She doesn't come off snacky, but the subtle shaking in her voice tells me she isn't herself. Waiting for Monica, I nod. There's silence between us again. You okay? I'm fine. She grumbles after a brief silence, but even she seems unsure of her answer. She looks at me, I raise an eyebrow. Why are you giving me that look? I said I'm fine, Echo. Why is that so hard to understand? Natsuki's tone gets notably shaky as she speaks. Definitely not fine. Nat's expression softens as she comes to sit next to me. Sorry for getting thingy again. Hey, don't sweat it. Just... What's up? You don't seem like yourself. Notably she fidgets a bit. It's just been really stressful this morning. Man, it's been stressful this whole damn year. It feels like we're being beat over the head with the same junk we've learned for the past few years. Just for us to be stuck in the cycle of work, eat, sleep for the rest of our lives. Natsuki is quite clearly frustrated. A small part of me wants to say that she's been overdramatic, but at the same time she has a point. A sign emotion for her to continue. What makes it harder is when half the kids in your class are complete douches. And the teachers ain't much better. Natsuki breathes harshly through gritted teeth. Eventually though, she's able to relax a bit. After the trim of fur, it's certainly a relief. Natsuki suddenly gives a small chuckle. What's funny? It's just... Here I am venting when you're waiting for someone who's got their junk figured out. I wouldn't say that's exactly true. Huh? Despite my mumbling, Natsuki seemed to overheard me, a fact that becomes clear by the curious look she's given me. You want to talk about it? Assuming Monica hasn't completely got your butt whipped around yet, huh? I bit my tongue at the remark. I want to be honest about what Monica's going through, but for one, that's a lot more private. Secondly, Monica would probably get mad at me if I told Nat about that. Maybe I could tell her about this morning. That's right. Well, Moni had one of her exams this morning and she was getting really nervous. Like proper nervous. Even though she's gonna ace it? I mean, that's what I told her. But I think it's mainly because everyone holds up to high standards, you know? Natsuki seems to dwell on that. I mean, I guess that kinda makes sense. I doubt anyone would really think less of her over some stupid test. My mind immediately reminds me of someone who would. My thoughts interrupted by the slight audible sound of Natsuki wincing in discomfort. You good? Yeah, just bloody hungry. I give Natsuki a concerned look. I'm shocked at how casual she is. Why are you giving me that look, Echo? It's nothing bad, it's just Dad doesn't get paid until Friday. It sucks, but we gotta make food last. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. My apology just caught my throat. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. You ain't the first to assume that. Now I feel bad and dumb. I think I know how to solve this situation though. Say, wanna get something from the vending machine on the first floor? I dunno, you gonna pay? I sigh, hesitated momentarily. I suppose. Nat flashed me a quick grin before making her exit from the roof. Follow soon after. What between me and Natsuki is mostly quiet. Given the bulk of our previous conversation, it's not entirely surprising. Gave her a couple of coins and just waited around idly. With the small talk we did have, I did learn some bits about her home life. For one, I found out that her mother had left the country when she was quite young, with her dad having to raise her. Apparently, he's also dating someone from his workplace. Soon enough, in spite of reminiscing, I heard some footsteps. I look left and a smile makes its way into my face. Hey, Monty. Sure enough, that's Monica. However, the closer she gets, the more I realize how nervous she looks. Hey, Monty, you okay? Huh? Monica's attention is snapped towards me. Her expression soon softens as we share a smile. Echo. She sighs before picking up the pace. Her smile shines brightly up close. Any sign of nervousness she displayed is now gone. I miss you. My cheeks redden slightly. I miss you too, hun. We'll give a quick kiss. How'd the exam go? Oh, her nervous resurfaces again. Great going, douche. She grimaces. I mean, there were parts where I completely blanked on a question. And now I'm kind of worried I messed up. I run my right hand down her arm and squeeze her hand on my own. I'm positive you did just fine. Monica giggles gently. I swear you're the only one of us that have this much faith in me. It's honestly a bit endearing. I move my hands onto her words, causing me to blush slightly. I mean, I already said this morning. But just know I'll always believe in you. In response, Monica rests her hands on my waist as I pulled me towards her. Oh my goodness. She closes her eyes and parts her lips as she's getting closer. Will you two just do it already? Monica and I stand there pretty much frozen in each other's arms. Pair of us look to the side. To our shared embarrassment, Natsuki's eyes aren't the only ones locked onto us. There's an intense silence between us and some of the surrounding students begin to mutter. It's a sound that's cut short by the classroom door being yanked open. Male teacher Natsuki. Here, now. A teacher I don't really recognize beckons Natsuki over. Natsuki huffs and looks away from me and Moni. Come in. Natsuki sulks into the class and the corridor returns to relative normality. She just got told off. It's just you just got told off for that comment. Moni and I release each other and look away with our cheeks. Sorry, I didn't realize she was still there. He's probably going to think I'm an idiot. How couldn't I remember that was there? I mean, I am, but she did seem to like me despite that fact, so I can't complain too much. No, it's fine. Wait, now Anne's going to ask me if we've actually... Monica, squeeze her hand at my own slightly. If anyone tries to say anything, they're probably just jealous. Yes. No, dude. Plus, I'd be lying if I my mind stuck to my throat. All the things I could have said to her. Oh, that's such wonderful on her face. So my boyfriend's a pervert. Terrific. No, my words are once again chopped in my throat and my cheeks turn hellfire red. Out of nowhere, Moni bursts into laughter, only causing my cheeks to burn brighter. Babe. Monica then placed her hand on my hip, facing, stopping a shy smirk. It's okay, we all have those thoughts sometimes. Then rubs her thumb against my waist. In an attempt to defuse any impending awkwardness, I quickly change the subject. Anyway, you want me to walk you to class? Wouldn't want to be late to your class, though. I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't mind missing Honda's class. Echo. Monica sighs my name. I don't want your grades to suffer because of me. I want to do your best for the finals, you know? As Monica releases me, the bell signifies the end of lunch period. I'll see you at the club later. We give each other a final kiss before we split off to opposite directions. Honda's class may drag on, but at least Raiju makes it bearable. Oh, that's our friend. Computer science class certainly woke me up after Honda's snooze fest. But as it is the case every week, the bell eventually signs off at the end of the day for most students. For myself, it kicked off the extra hour and a half I get to spend with not only my girlfriend, but the 3 of my closest friends. There's a few more doors to pass and I'll be there. Hey everyone. Our greeting gets the attention of the other 3 present club members. Natsuki being absent for earlier, I'm guessing. Yuri sheepishly waves at me while Monica approaches. Hey Han. Monica beams happily. Hey. We embrace each other. Hiya Echo. Yuri smiles cheerfully as I smile back. Hey Sayo, you doing good? Yeah, I am. What could I ask? What's Natsuki? Monica and I share a nervous giggle, our minds immediately brought back to lunch. Yeah, about that. Let's just say Echo and I were getting a bit lovey-dovey, and Natsuki, well, you know how she gets. So I was able to suffice a giggle at this moment to see, oh my. What happened after that? Well, the corridor went silent, some people started murmuring, and one of Nat's teachers dragged her in. I may have slightly embellished that last part, but seeing Soroi's reaction is priceless. And avant cue, hey girl, your girl's back. Sorry I took so long. Hey Nat, how was the tension? Monica and I nervous, and I laughed nervously at Natsuki grasping a clutch shock. Soroi struts off to safety, giggling her peach-coloured head off. Natsuki grits her teeth as she locks her eyes onto me. You told her about that? Monica giggles once more, probably at Natsuki in immediate assertion that I told Soroi about what happened. No actually, that'd be Moni that told her. Monica looked surprised at my sudden ousting of her. I mean, she did ask. Natsuki said silent for a moment before once again focusing her energy on me. Throwing your girlfriend under the bus like that? Maybe you ain't as whipped as I thought. Man, are you ever gonna let that go? Nope. Just as I thought. Feeling proud, Natsuki chiefly goes over to the closet. Monica steps closer to me. You don't mind if I talk to Soroi for a bit, do you? Of course I don't mind. I decide not to press her on exactly she wants to talk with her about. I'm not nosy after all. First knowing Monica is probably about the finals of the club. I promise it won't be long. Monica walks off to join Soroi at the front desk. Ask me to take a seat in a nearby desk. I suppose the best thing I could do now is pick out a book to read. For goodness sake, for someone in a literature club, I sure don't read as much as I thought I would. Maybe I could ask you, Echo, are you feeling okay? I sudden a bit yelped, startled Yuri, who seemingly popped out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. No, Yuri, you didn't scare me. I just didn't see you. Yuri sighs as she smiles shyly. It's almost a one-for-one of her smile from when I first came in today. Well, I best get back going to my reading. Actually, Yuri, mind if I ask you something? Me? Yeah, just something quick. Yuri gently smiles as she scoots a nearby desk next to mine. I'm listening. Hello, my voice. You remember when you bumped into me on Saturday? Yes, I do. I also remember Monica not really making me feel particularly, about that. I rest my hand on the back of my neck. I just want to apologize for how she acted back then. He looks a little confused. Wait, you apologized for her? I nod nervously. I was back to Monica in that case, in case you overheard me. And she apologized to you already, of course. Yours eyes glide towards the ground. Now you mention it, she's been kind of avoiding me today. What? She has? She nods. I mean, it's definitely a possibility if I could just be overthinking again. But I'm just wondering if you two are okay. Me and Moni? Yeah, we're still good. I'm glad. I hate it if I was the cause of a rift between you two. A small but very audible chuckle leaves my lungs before I quickly cover my mouth. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice Monica looking over at me. But as the look I can vaguely describe as confusion, although it quickly disperses, a gentle smile forms on her face. Me being me, I smile back before returning my attention to Yuri. If it'd help, would you want to talk to her about it later? Yuri ponders a little before replying. If that's possible, yes. And maybe after the club's finished today, perhaps? I'll try, don't worry. If anyone else, maybe I wouldn't have that much trouble mentioning it now. Emphasis on maybe. Regardless, I know how much Yuri hates confrontation, especially if she's the center of it. Thank you. It's okay. Just want to clear the air, you know? Well, I appreciate it regardless. You and I end up chatting for a little longer, just general catching up with school and stuff she's been reading. Soon enough, Monica calls out to the club in her trademark style. Okay everyone, it's time to share poems. And with that, we start our familiar routine. Getting our poems up, going around and sharing them. I still find it funny. Something a part of me would have considered torture years back has become etched into my brain as if it's second nature. And honestly, I'm not even mad. It actually feels great to get creative and not have my butt sat facing a screen for several hours. The session eventually comes to an end and we all start packing up for the day. Both Natsuki and Yuri leave not long after. After zipping up my bag, I approach Monica. Hey Echo. She greets me with a usual cheery tone. Come on, are you ready to head home? Almost, haha. Just gonna put the rest of his paperwork in my bag. Just wait in the corridor, sorry, I won't be long. I look at her who's holding the door open with her arm, gesturing towards the corridor. Come on, lovebirds. Mom's getting tired like this. Only a quick kiss on the cheek before Sawyer moves to join. The pair of us move into the corridor to wait. Usually where Monica didn't take too long to finish packing. The three of us ended up going the usual route along with a stop at a nearby store. Of course that was mostly because Sawyer was hungry, but the store was near school, had some nice fried chicken, so I can't complain. Eventually make our way onto mine and Sawyer Street. I'll see you both tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Later, Sayo. So, Sawyer gives both Monica and I a goodbye hug before heading inside. The walk to mine doesn't take too long, especially given that Sawyer and I are neighbours. As I go to grab my keys in my pocket, Monica releases my hand. I turn to face her. You want to call me when you get back? Of course, yeah. But can I ask you something first? Of course, yeah. Slip my hand in my pockets. Part of me can already guess what she wants to ask about, or rather who. I know this is probably going to make me sound like jealous, so. I know you were talking with Yuri earlier. Called it. Like, I'm not mad, I couldn't be mad at you, especially not for talking to a friend. No, that'd just be stupid. That's oddly pacific. I shake off the weird feeling quickly. You told me you've been ignoring her today. I guess I sigh internally, debating how best to phrase what I'm about to say. You're not doing it deliberately, are you? At that Monica sounds stunned. For a brief moment I get a sinking gut feeling in my stomach. A million different outcomes play out in my mind on how Monica could potentially respond. No? I didn't realize I was ignoring her. I've just been a little preoccupied with my thoughts today. I guess it was a little worse than I thought. I rest my hand on his shoulders. Your dad's been bothering you again? She nods regretfully. Given how little I know about her dad, there's only a few things I can imagine him moaning about. Either our relationship, her university prospects, or for no discernible reason at all. Again, with how little I know, it could be any of those three, or completely different. The uncertainty playing in my mind, I decide not to press it. Look, all I'm going to suggest is talk to Yumi. But just to clear this all up, you know? I suppose you're right. I quickly pound a kiss on her cheek, causing her to look back with a smile. You trust me, right? Of course I do, Echo. It's just that I've only really known Yuri since she joined the club, and I know she can hold in a lot when something's bothering her. Well, at least that's how she is with her and Natsuki's first major disagreement. Still know her better than I do. If there's anyone who can get through to her, it's you. Gosh, you sound so sure. Tries to regain some of her confidence, although her nerves still peek through. I entice my fingers with Monica's and eyes back into mine. Well, that's because I am sure. I believe in you, you know. She tightens her grip to my hands. I know, Han. There's no reason why I like you so much. She lets her giggle. I smile, a faint scarlet hue washing over me. I like you too. I'll call you when I'm home. I'll be waiting. She had a quick kiss before Monica heads off, and turned to my door after finally unlocking it and head inside. End up heading straight to my bedroom. The sooner I get out of this stuffy uniform, the better. I'll just play some games while I wait for Monica. Of course, that wait doesn't take too long. Okay. And this is a start to another day. Do we continue for a bit longer? I suppose we could. Oh god, we've been streaming for 15. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. It's a little bit earlier than I like to call it, but I can feel my voice starting to go, and I still got this blimmin' cold, and it's lingering like anything. So I'm just gonna, I think we'll call it here for today. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Granted, tomorrow's live stream will be later. I won't be going live till nearly 9 o'clock, as I got family over, so it's going to be a later stream. Whether or not we do doki again, I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm really enjoying it. You can't go wrong with good old doki. And also I've also noticed, like, recently, my streams on doki have been doing really good on my channel. We've managed to get all the way up to I'm averaging about 20 views per stream now, which is amazing. Like, this is the most I've, like, my average in streams in ever. So it's, my motivation's even stronger to keep going. And my plans are now as well. I want to get more videos out. Just start getting videos out. I plan to start working on my second video for next week. Well, my plan is to just do one video a week, because otherwise I'm going to burn myself out. But I plan to get one out every single week. At the moment, I'm editing through Xmusic Redux. Whether or not I do plan to do other stuff as well. What the other stuff is, I'm not sure though. I do have like a review thing I want to do. I want to like make a review thing for Blue Skies. I also got Undertale Yellow. We could make an Undertale Yellow pacifist video. Although then I'm looking at 5 hours to edit. And the whole idea is I don't want to be... At the moment, I'm doing shorter videos editing because I don't want to be overwhelmed. Because I find at the moment, when streaming long videos or trying to get something that long into something small, I find I struggle to do it. We'll see. What we'll do, I don't know. Well, either way, we'll be live again tomorrow. Likely with a shorter stream, so maybe we'll do Undertale tomorrow. Yeah, we'll either do Undertale, or there is this horror game I got. She might also do. Anyway, we'll see. Also, I do have Alien Isolation VR, which could be cool. And extra spooky to do. But anyway, that'll be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please consider following and subscribing if you haven't done so already. If you have done so, thank you very much. Thank you for everyone in chat again. Thank you for being in chat again, Smith and Sad. It's always good having someone in chat. It just helps me. It's just nice to see people in chat speaking. And yeah, I think that's it. We should be again live tomorrow. We will be a bit later live, like I said. We'll be a bit later being live. We plan to be doing Undertale unless something changes. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, or night. Whatever time it is for you, I hope you have a good day. Anyway, I'll see you guys.